So naturally, George loves the shit out of Disneyland, and even though the entire resort is totally new to him, for some reason they pay special attention to that big-ass thrill ride that just so happened to open there the very week this aired.
Hey, I know it's the new Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, but don't be scared.
Then we'll go over to Disney's California Adventure to see if they're on that new Twilight Zone Tower of Terror.
As opposed to the old Twilight Zone Tower of Terror in Florida, of which I know nothing. And once we get to the front of the line of the new Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, I propose we have a long conversation about the new Twilight Zone Tower of Terror and how incredibly new and towering and terrifying and Twilight Zone-y the new Twilight Zone Tower of Terror is just before we board the new Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, the new Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, the new Twilight Zone Tower.
George Lopez, a former man who named his show after himself, only to see himself become that very show. Forced to interject advertisements at the whim of his corporate masters, locked in a Mobius strip of cyclical synergy in the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, the new Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, the new Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. A mediocre parody that didn't even bother to wear a suit, captured by its own ironic turn of phrase and held captive, in a cage of submission and a pet shop of redundancy, in a neighborhood the kids like to call the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, the new Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, the new Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. A former joke, getting older and less interesting by the second. Not worth the time it took me to do this dumb green screen effect, nor the time it's taking you to watch it. Time that could be spent riding the new Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, 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 the new Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. How do we get out of this? I was hoping you'd know.